Hey guys, it's Waz with the massive dinosaur. It's now finished. I hope you like it. It's awesome. Finally finished it. I'm getting quite a lot done recently. It's been quite good. But yeah, I decided this was on my desk far too long. I changed a few things, so if you go back to the other videos, you'll see that I've changed a few, not only minor details. I decided not to put any armor on the front foot here, just because it was just too difficult, and I didn't want to cover up any of the detail here. So I decided against it. And I can't remember what else I changed, but I did the tail as well. We'll have a closer look at that in a second. But other than that, it is finished, all glued. Everything's done. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this or not. I may well sell it. I'm undecided. The reason being is I have got very limited space of where I can put this. So that's the only reason I may well sell it. But we'll see, because it is a big model. Just look at the size of the orcs on it, so you can see it's probably just a bit taller than a stomp. I would say a stomp is about that height, so this goes a bit higher. So yeah, and it turned out really well. I really like how it turned out. So without any more waffling by me, let's get a closer look at it. So here we go, guys. I absolutely love this bit. This bit is what makes this model for me. I think it's just so comical. I'll try and turn it around. It's such a big model. It's like filming the Titan again. It's so hard to get a good view of it because it's so big. That there is the image I love. It's like growling at the grot because it can't get the grass that it's holding, and I think it's brilliant. Someone did suggest putting mushrooms here, but do you know what? I actually like the grass better. I think it looks better with the grass. So, and I think that little grot hanging on there is just so comical. It's just orcs all over. Trying to sort the light out a bit better. Yeah, anyway. So there's the driver. He's now glued into place. He's got the chains on. So in my eyes, he pulls the chains left and right, makes the dinosaur's head just slightly turn, which causes that to turn. Or the orc that's there uses the winch, and he can turn it as well. Makes the orc go up and down. I'm not sure how good a picture this is going to be. So yeah, there's a few things I would change on this model if I went back to building it again. One of them would be I'd do a lot more green stuff work on it before I glued the legs together, before I glued any of the head together. It was so difficult getting into here to do the green stuff work, and maybe I would take off the legs, so I'd have to find a way to get the legs off and then do the green stuff work on the legs, because you can see there I'm not the greatest of green stuff work, even though its hooves turned out amazing. I think the hooves turned out so well. So impressed with how good they turned out. But apart from there, look, you can just see that the green stuff is not my greatest of achievements. But the armor turned out really well. These armor plates are going to be for sale, because these are actually resin cast. All right, so they will eventually be for sale on buckets and stuff, and you will be able to buy them. So you'll be able to use them on your own models and stuff. Oh, maybe I should have mentioned it. Yes, I have magnetized the armored plates as well, just for ease of packing it and sending it to whoever buys it or whatever. It just makes it so much easier. See all the chains in there. Again, Craig Dolan chains, I call them. Really nice, really nice. I have actually made a mistake with these chains, and I only discovered it when I was painting it. Now, I'm not sure if I should show you guys it, but you know what? I'm an open book. You all should know that by now. So I will show you the mistake I've made. It's only a little mistake, but it's still a mistake I can see. So there's the chains. You can see like the rivety bit on the chains. Again, the rivety bits on the chains. Oh, no rivets on these ones. But I have no idea why I forgot them. Absolutely no idea. What a pain in the ass. But do you know what? I only just noticed it. So, and the chains go under its back of its legs there as well. Again, the green stuff work. Again, I wish I'd done it when taken the model apart and done it. But you know what? It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. I've used a lot of weathering powder on this. Rust weathering powder. Just giving it a go because I got some stuff from Green Stuff World. Some acrylic weathering powder fixer, and it really did work very well. I bought a load of stuff from Green Stuff World as well. I bought some plastic card, I brought some paints, and do you know what? I really do recommend Green Stuff World. They're not sponsoring this video, but some of their stuff is absolutely amazing. Their paints, I can't. These orcs, the green flesh on them, that was painted with Green Stuff World paint, and yeah, came out super well. I was so impressed with how the green came out. So yeah, weathering powder. You use the fixer from Green Stuff World on this one, and it really did come out very well. I wish I'd done a second coat of weathering powder and fixer, but do you know what? They do say little is enough, or whatever it is, but it still came out really well. So the tail, big massive thing, and all these is just chains I got off eBay. I know you can buy some chains off of Green Stuff World, but they're not quite this big. They're quite small, so I just got some jewellery chain off of eBay. I think I ended up got 2 meters of it. I've got loads of it now, and I just wrapped it round and I put super glue on it just to stop it from moving. So I lightly put super glue on it, then I blew on it to try and blow the super glue. So it needed to be quite thin super glue. Yeah, but it works really well. And once the super glue dries with the chain, it makes the chain solid. So it won't move. So let's go and have a look at the guns now. So the guns turned out really well. Again, I've did some fixing. I don't know whether you can see it. I'm giving Green Stuff World some really good plugs here. If you look at the scope, see if I can get it to focus in. On the scope, I've used some of this ultraviolet light resin stuff that they sell, and I put like 2 blobs, teardrop blobs, in the holes of these tubes, and then I put the UV light on it, made it go hard, and they look like lenses, and I'm struggling for you to see that. There you go. And they look like lenses, so you can just see the light catching it, and they look like I said, glass lenses that the grot is looking into, and they turned out so well. So I've found a new thing to use this resin stuff for, because I was going to use it for like water effects and stuff, but now I'm thinking, yeah, I've got so many things I can do, because I love making these like scopes on the guns and stuff that I do. I need to learn how to paint paint glass and that. I've not learned how to paint glass and that, so that's the next thing I need to do. But yeah, the little lenses on these guns are really good. Thank you, Green Stuff World. So I did these poses with the normal boys from the normal boys kit, and I just played around with the hands and the arms. Just kept it very, very simple. Cut the hands off of one arm, put them onto another arm, turned them, made the shells. I actually made the shells so they did look like they fit in these guns rather than massive shells that fit in a little tiny gun like that. So I did have a little signs up on my Instagram and asked what people thought I was going to write on the signs. But I needed a sign to sort of like say, look, no shoot here, no shooty here, so the orcs know not to shoot there and kill the dinosaur. So that was one of the signs. And then what I thought was, because everyone's got a better imagination than I have when it comes to funny stuff and orcs, I wanted to have a look to see what people thought I should put on another sign. And one of the best comments came from John, and I absolutely love it. And it was like, I work for beer. And I just thought that was so funny of the little grot inside there. I hope you can see it. The light doesn't seem very, very good at the moment. But yeah, so I work for beer. I thought that was very, very funny. And yeah, so I kept it. So thank you, John. And that worked out really, really well. So yeah, it has got quite a good turn on the arc of firing these guns, these two super cannons. I'm not sure if I can call them super cannons. I'm not sure if a giant Squiggoth has super cannons, but I've made them so they can be replaced with whatever you want to replace them with. You just have to make a bracket, a simple bracket like that. And fix it onto there, so you can change up the main armament. I'm sure on a giant Squiggoth, I could be wrong, but I'm sure it has two main armaments, and then it has a load of shooters. So hopefully, I've got two twin links up there, two massive super cannons here. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. If it isn't, I have actually put two magnets on this here, so I can have a gun or something on here as well if it's needed, or if the person who's buying it wants to put something on here as well, then he's got that as an opportunity, or they've got that as an opportunity to do that. So yeah, but it does look absolutely brilliant. This is a stolen toy from my son, my youngest son, who is now 7 and hasn't played with this toy in over 3 years. That's why I stole it. And it's from Imaginext. So if you go onto eBay and type in Imaginext dinosaurs, I'm sure you may well find this or similar dinosaurs. They did have similar dinosaurs. I can't remember. I'm going to have to go on myself, because I'm thinking of doing this again, but on a smaller version, because it turned out so well. Yeah, it did turn out so well. Again, I did the wood effect here. You know me, guys, by now. I love doing the wood with the metal. I think it works so well with the orcs. So simple to do. It really is, honestly. The stuff I do is not that complicated. And that's it. I think that's it. I will take some photographs. I will put these onto my Facebook page and my personal Facebook page, and I will probably add them into some of the Warhammer groups. Yeah, great model, absolutely fantastic model. So this is just copper wire, by the way. I may have explained this in another video, but this is just copper wire. I bent it into position, and then all I did, I've got some really thick cotton, and I wrapped the really thick cotton around it, and I super glued it as I went along, and I just wrapped it, double wrapped it, and it just makes it look just really, really good. And then the chain is the same chain as what I've used on the back of the dinosaur, and it yeah. And I just guided it and made it look like it's sagging. I don't know why I made it look like sagging. It should really be tight, shouldn't it? But I don't know. It just gives it a bit of, you know, realism, I suppose. And again, I put super glue on here and blew it, but it didn't work so well. But it's got typhus corrosion on now as well. That's why it's so dark. And yeah, so it worked extremely well. And that's it, guys. So thank you very much for watching my videos. I really do enjoy making stuff like this, and it shows. I've got a stomper. I've got another stomper. I got it off eBay, and I don't know what to do with it yet. So I'm still trying to think what to do with it. I'm actually thinking of doing another Squiggoth with it, a mechanical Squiggoth, because I've got 4 sets of legs and the stomper body, so I'm thinking Squiggoth. We'll see, but something's gonna come, something's gonna happen. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you for following me. I really do, I only make these models for you guys, so you can see what I'm up to and stuff, and I do appreciate all the comments that you put. I do read the comments, and I struggle to reply to them, so please don't be offended if I haven't replied to your comment, but I do read them, honestly I do. So anyway, all right guys, thanks again, speak to you later.